Good morning and welcome back to the garden. Today is Saturday, April 1st. You know what Saturday means. We do a quick review of this garden, then we go to you and we celebrate what's going on in your garden. But first, I'm going to do a little weeding. And I'm going to eat this. Well, April Fools. This is not dead nettle. It's a look-alike. It's not poisonous, but you don't want to eat this. Right over here, we're going to leave this in for the pollinators. This is your purple dead nettle. And this is the early look-alike. You got your purple leaves here. You got your spade-shaped, almost heart-shaped leaves. These beautiful little purple flowers. A little square stem. And these are edible. Got a little grassy taste to them. But if you put that with your spring dandelion, ooh, that sweetens that up a little bit. You can come right outside the garden and actually make yourself a nice little salad. So let's go on in and see what we're doing in the garden. Extreme trellising. I think I bit off more than I could chew. I got to cut these down. I'm not going to get the ladder out every time I want to pick a tomato. So we'll be back in a minute. Well, that's quite a bit better. Now I'm 6'4". The whole point is just to be able to walk underneath this. Your extreme trellis doesn't have to hit the power lines. I cut these down. These are about 9 feet tall now. While I get these started, let's go to North Carolina and see what Larry's got going on in his garden. Larry, what a difference a week makes. Everything is growing nicely in your containers, and your in-ground garden looks excellent. Thank you, and we're excited to see this continue to fill out. Larry, that was fantastic. Now, if you're new to my channel, Saturdays are dedicated to you and what's going on in your garden. We're a loose-knit community of folks that like to get their hands dirty and grow things. We invite you to join us and let us celebrate what's going on in your garden. All you have to do is email me at waylandsmalley5@gmail.com. The address is in the description box below. I guarantee you, all other gardeners would love to see what you're doing in your garden. Let's go on down to South Carolina and see what's going on in Dale's garden. Dale is already hilling potatoes in his deep mulch garden. He had a bunch of brassicas that sailed right on through that polar vortex that they had. Wound up with almost 10 pounds of collards to be put up for later. Dale, this looks to be a great summer. Thank you. We can't wait to see how your garden grows. I'm going to reinforce the outside fence a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and run a wire across the garden. Whoa, whoa, Nelly. See, I knew trying to pound them 12-footers in were going to be a problem. Pixie is a new member. Let's go ahead and see how she's starting off this year. Pixie is new to this community and off to a great start in her deep mulch garden. Chives, garlic, and strawberries are all thriving in Ohio. It's almost warm enough to start planting everything. Thank you, Pixie, and welcome. Pixie, that was awesome. Thank you. Denise wanted to let us know how her seeds are doing. They're getting ready to go out in the garden. Denise, this is great. Thank you. Let's go down to Austin and take a look at what Dave's got going on in his garden. Dave from Austin is off to a terrific start, and it looks like you've checked every box for everything that needs to be started early. Your garden is going to be overflowing. Those are great selections. Thank you. Dave, that was fantastic. Thank you. Now this high tension wire, it's best to kind of straighten it out. Get it about the length you want it before you cut it. But to make a trellis, just put in some poles. I got some holes drilled in the top. I want this to be tall enough I can walk underneath it without catching myself. Then we're going to just hang strings down, secure it to the ground, and then wrap whatever plant. We're going to try to do some squash this year. You've seen me do the tomatoes. They work really, really well. I think we might even help a pepper or two out. Let's go on down to Florida and see how Bruce's food forest is doing. Bruce, it goes from late winter and some things are doing well to early spring and the dizziness that you get from looking around your abundance. Every corner. I still have 3 weeks of potential frost, but you're giving us something to shoot for. And your winter harvest is still coming in strong. Thank you, Bruce. Your motivation is well needed. Bruce, that was fantastic. We all got something to look forward to. Sure appreciate you sharing that. And you just thread it through the hole. And we're here at our end, so I'm just gonna, we'll make a couple loops. This stuff's kind of hard to twist. But you just bend it around a couple times. And then bend it around the main wire. Make sure you're wearing gloves. This stuff will bite you. Just go ahead and pull that tight. I've got another hole drilled right there. We're going to use as an anchor point. Stuff cuts kind of hard. And I'm just going to thread this back through. And wrap it around several times. There's no real recipe to do this. You just get it done. I don't have a blueprint for this either, and you might have noticed that. I've got one more pole to put in. Let's go on down to Texas and see what's going on in Valerie's garden. Valerie, I know that strawberry has to taste better than it looks, and it looks fabulous. Rob just confirmed it. Valerie, I think you've doubled the size of your container garden this year. You've got all kinds of stuff coming up everywhere. Blooming tomatoes already? That is very exciting. Valerie, Rob, thank you for your continued inspiration. I can't wait to see the lotus in full bloom this year. Valerie, that was incredible. Thank you. Extreme trellising. You don't have to be this extreme. If you set up a string line, you'll have better success with your tomatoes. Please leave a comment down below and let everybody know just how much you appreciate them sharing what's going on in their gardens. And we invite you to become one of this group so we can help celebrate your gardens. I think I'm ready to plant tomatoes. Now, if you hit the like button, that would let YouTube push us out to more people that might be interested in the deep mulch or the extreme trellis. I think this is tall enough we'll be able to put a line of tomatoes right here. What do you think? You can do this too, and I invite you to become a member of this community. This is a safe place to celebrate what's going on in your garden. We gain inspiration, we get ideas, and we gain motivation just by looking at what everybody else is doing in their gardens. Well, I do want to thank you for stopping by and celebrating our friends and neighbors around the world. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.